So far, undefeated in the Doubi Pro Max Cup. And, well, same as FoCuS. FoCuS only had 2 games so far today. One of them is gonna lose. And let's jump in right away. The map has already started. First map, last Refuge. FoCuS playing an aggressive opening here, harassing with the FoCuS. It has a good start. Takes out 1 ghoul, at least. And Happy doesn't have level 2. He's out of mana. The Ensnare finds him again. And there's another kill. Wow. 2 ghouls. Creeping slowed down tremendously. And this is a perfect start for FoCuS onto map number 1. He went for a fast tech, delaying the Headhunters quite a bit. So also his tier 2 will be much faster. This is about as good as FoCuS could hope for.
A player's forces are under attack.
And here the map, a bit to the advantage of the early game orc play, because here it's very tough for the Undead to reliably get level 2, and FoCuS involving the Merc camp very nicely managed to really slow down Happy here. As the orc in this matchup, you have to at least slow down level 3 DK or drain a lot of mana. And here, almost all the mana is out of the DK and low HP as well, and far away from level 3. So this all means great early game for the orc. As we see a Shadowhunter second and a fast tier 3. Only 2 Headhunters so far. Interesting. I like the fast tier 3 tech a lot, because regardless of what order you're gonna produce your heroes in as orc, they all need levels. Ironically, the first hero, FoCuS, needs them the least, but the Shadow and TC certainly do. Ensnare on the Headhunter, that was a bit unfortunate. FoCuS playing a bit with fire here, getting caught by the Murloc Ensnare. Loses 1 Headhunter, and considering how few he has, this is a bit worrying. These 3 now coming up as well. Happy's tier 2 finishing certainly behind the opponent. Can afford the Lich, and tier 3 pretty quickly though. Shadowhunter pretty good right now with Hex control. Could maybe even look for some kills. But he doesn't have the most firepower yet. Only 2 Headhunters. Would love to see just 1 Wyvern here.
A player's forces are under attack.
But it's a Raider? No, never mind. It's a Wyvern. Happy also delaying his tier 3 a bit more, so the tier 3 advantage, timing advantage, is going to be huge. This is almost 2-minute advantage for FoCuS, who's definitely looking to be in a good position this game. But obviously this is far from decided. In the end, it's still going to come down to fight execution to micro. Creep check by FoCuS, sentry on the high ground. Wonderful find for him. Might be able to force the TP out of Happy, maybe, but Happy is trying to stick around. Using the TP now. Hex, I think, a bit too late to prevent the experience there. So FoCuS forces the TP, but as I always like to say, the TP is a resource. Ideally, you want to use it at some point. It only is a problem if you have to rebuy it. And now FoCuS getting caught here with his pants down, perhaps. It's around the Shadowhunter trying to transfer the item. If he doesn't get it, this would be painful, but TP scroll just barely given over there in time. The rest of the Headhunters survive, so TP's gone on both sides. Means both players may have to move out a bit more carefully now.
A player's forces are under attack.
FoCuS adopted a very aggressive stance here on the first map. Always looking to pressure, always trying to slow down Happy as much as he can. And not creeping himself that much in the meantime. Shadowhunter finally got level 2. So is the FoCuS. Maybe when the TC comes out, creeping is going to return. Because especially the TC is certainly in need of levels. Before level 3, he won't be able to show his full potential. But with level 3 and beyond, TC and Shadowhunter will become very strong. I like the play that FoCuS is showing here so far. Confident and well-informed. Scroll the Beast. Can be good, but against destroyers, you never know how effective it is going to be in the end. And Happy now finally getting level 3. This was a tremendous early game effort. Able to just slow down the DK's progress so much, but of course sooner or later he is going to get it. And now also the big item, Robe of the Magi. Oh baby. Lich going to appreciate that one quite a bit. As FoCuS is moving over to the red camp. Woke Lord. He's going to get him. With Hex shenanigans, things can always get a bit weird. But he does indeed pick up the big item. And Cloak of Flames is great for the TC. Especially against ghouls. And speaking of ghouls, it is going to be mostly ghouls here, but a slow Fiend transition starting to come in. Happy has been switching up there his late game transitions. Sometimes he does add Fiends, and sometimes he doesn't add any at all. Going only ghouls and destroyers. That's a big level up. Level 3 on the Lich. That Nova has now become very dangerous. Shadowhunter for FoCuS needs to follow suit, get the level 3 himself. And he does. TC does have the Emo Potion. Very important to be able to break out of the first silence. Dark Ranger. Not yet level 2. No skeletons yet. But another circle, and this Lich is looking very stacked. Plus 15 damage. It's going to be the primary damage dealer for the undead. And the TC also getting level 3. Almost! Before the first fight. Oh, he doesn't quite have it yet. This is a bit annoying, but might be able to get it. Good repositioning. Speed Stroll used to pull back. And the TC is so tanky. Going for him might not lead to anything. Dark Ranger also taking some fire. Scroll the Beast has been used. Getting dispelled again, though, partly. Heal Scroll. The perfect moment for Happy. Able to recover health again. TC running in. Now would be the perfect time for the Emo Potion. Wait, he doesn't even have mana anymore, though. Pops the Emo Potion, gets level 3, and there just barely. Gets out the Stomp. We already have a Web, though. A lot of units dying on both sides. Lich still has so much mana, by the way. Lots more Novas are at the ready. But no more statues for healing Shadowhunter problems as well. And there's nothing to heal the Shadow. Happy again finds the opening the hero kill he was looking for. Only one Emo Potion was available. The TC had used it. Nothing else to save him. Oh, and the Nova follow up in the back. And now we have skeletons coming as well. One more coil finds its target at the perfect time. More and more Berserkers might be going down, trying to chase for another kill, and there it is. Level 4 in the DK, that's a big level up for the level 2 aura now. Gets caught by the ensnare, but not enough damage to really threaten him. And Happy, I think at this point we can call him Invictus, because it's just not losing. Came back from a very tough position this game. Game's not over yet, but certainly a big lead for Happy. Takes out the Kodo. What about the FoCuS? Close to dying. One more nuke would do it. But there's no more mana. The TC doesn't have armor items, by the way, which makes him very susceptible to these right-click attacks. Lich's damage, definitely scary. Very scary. Heal potion, last second. Oh, but FoCuS didn't use it. And has to tap out. GG. And man, such a good early game for FoCuS, but couldn't quite convert it in the end. Happy again shows his excellence. The timing of the fight there for Happy was perfect, just barely before the TC got that level 3. Had he been level 3 right away for the first storm, would have been a way different story. And Happy also, of course, with the execution needed, and with a heal scroll to be able to involve those ghouls a bit longer. Happy takes the 1-0 lead. Happy was only dropped a single map so far. It was played a, what was it? Played a 5 against Lawlight. He did drop 1 map. But other than that, it's been a clean run so far for Happy. 16-1 in maps. FoCuS there, I think, came pretty close. If that TC gets level 3. Might be looking different. For map number 2, FoCuS chooses Amazonia, which can be a very good map for the Farseer playstyle. It is possible to pull off a lightning shield creep here, for example, get level 3 fast, and then really put pressure heavily on the undead. Or ideally, I guess, even before. Because the thing is also, this map is at the same time very conducive to strong ghoul creeping. And I would say that's the build we have to expect here. What about Pitlord Dark Ranger TC for Orc? Interesting idea. Seems like perhaps though a strong early game hero might be missing. Plus, the Orc heroes are actually very strong normally. Blade Master is the late game powerhouse, Farseer is the early game powerhouse, and Shadowhunter and TC are always strong. Yeah, this ghoul build has certainly flipped the script in this matchup. And a super strong, clear counter may not have been found yet by the orcs. I think maybe the orcs need to start making micro adjustments and start playing their TC differently. Normally the TC is always the tank in the front lines, but I think maybe against ghouls you should be standing in the back, manually kept behind to protect the headhunters for when the ghouls run in. But not sure if that's necessarily gonna work. Just something I imagine could perhaps work. It's the Farseer first once again. Also, what is proving to be a lot better in the late game is just simply Blade Master openings, but we only seem to see the Blade on specific maps nowadays. Orcs apparently of the opinion that on most maps he may be a bit too slow. Autumn Leaves is the prime example for Blade Master. Other than that, maybe Concealed Hill. Yeah, on Autumn Leaves I imagine we will see the Blade, but not here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Scout Acolyte taken out. It's going to be a fast level 2 for the Farseer. Happy with the Lightning Shield creep though. Also going to be creeping this camp nice and quick. Need to make sure, of course, not to deny anything with the Lightning Shield. But Happy seems to be pulling it off clean.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both players with the ring, not exactly happy with this. In the late game, actually, it's amazing. In the late game, it oftentimes feels like you need at least one ring on the TC. But for the early game, not so beneficial. Happy gets level 2 here. Slippers. And the tech begins pretty much at the same time for the two players. FoCuS has the choice now to either be aggressive and slow down Happy or just to creep a fast level 3 himself. And he decides to be aggressive indeed. That level 3 DK is pretty scary. Oh, Chain Lightning last hit. Gets the one. Happy takes the second. And now with the aura, looking for the surround. On this ping, not easy for Happy to do, but he manages. Gets one Headhunter right away. That grunt also looking mighty hurt. Oh, right clicks. Chain Lightning. Takes out one more ghoul. There was a lot of mana that the Farseer had to burn through. Micro advantage here definitely on FoCuS' side with the lower ping. Of course, we are on Nendies. So Happy has to play with around 150. Trying to close, however, still that next round. Oh! Having a tough time, but gets it in the end. It's a one ghoul for a one headhunter trade, and I think that greatly favors Happy, not just because of the resources, but also because those headhunters are going to be greatly needed for creeping later on. Whereas ghoul losses, I would say, not so painful as there is a lot of necromancy soon. Or always, I guess. Happy wants to get the big item. We'll probably have to invest the coil here to secure the last hit. If FoCuS could seal it, that would be huge, but yeah, the coil does not allow that seal to occur. Ghouls make it back safely. Happy with very unlucky items, I guess we can say by now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy chasing for the grunt kill. Would be important to be denied here. This would be level 3 for Happy, but yeah, denied to the creeps. Nicely done. And look at FoCuS pushing into the main base. Gets level 3 on the Farseer, taking out 2 more ghouls. Should be able to get that one as well, I guess. Good attack. Great attack here by FoCuS. Took out 2 ghouls, might get a third. The wolf still chasing in the back. Not having a narrow tower here by Happy is quite greedy. Oh, look at that ghoul save. Just barely makes it out behind the wall where the wolves can't follow. DK is going to return the favor, find his own kill, and that should be level 3. Oh, nice deny. FoCuS on point here as well. Farseer still sticking around. Even if he doesn't get many kills, the fact that he's delaying the attack for so much is already worth something. But it's also going to cost something. It's going to cost the TP, maybe? Oh, if he gets out here, that's wonderful. And indeed he does. Happy trying to get the surround here. 4-unit surround. One high ping. Very tough to do. And the Farseer gets out. Shadowrunner coming. Tier 3 started. And FoCuS again has a bit of a lead. Level 2 wolves quite strong at this point in the game. Happy now finally has the resources needed for tier 3. And we can see it's only 7 ghouls left in total. But yeah, lots of ghouls have still fallen. Oh guys, I totally forgot to mention our supporters here. Thank you, Just Magic, with the 18-month resub. Says Moon has fallen off a bit. Hope he comes back stronger. Grills91 with a 40-month resub. Alaska State Walker 3 team with a gifted sub. And Odin with 100 bits. Showing my love to BTW. Glad to have all this recent content. Thank you very much, my man. Much appreciated. Happy playing very passively right now. Evident to see that he sees himself behind. And is trying to not expose any more weak underbelly to be ripped open. Shadowrunner getting the first camp here in the middle. Claws almost level 2. With Coilnova harassed though, these Headhunters could also be in trouble. Oh, aggressive coil of the Shadow. That was a Night End coil right there.
The player's forces are under attack. Is under siege.
Coilnova finds 1 kill, but that was all the mana on the DK. Rest of the Headhunters should be able to survive, while Happy's waiting for tier 3 and statues to join the ranks. TC getting delayed by a bit. Happy's not done yet. He's got one more Nova. Taking out the Wyvern would be big, but not so much damage against him now. Speed Scroll Pop, trying to get the Hex on the DK. Oh, but he doesn't have the mana. Oh. I think there was a bit of a miscalculation here by FoCuS. Shadowhunter pretty much out of mana at the moment. He used a lot of his pool already. And Happy is managing to slow down the Orcs creeping. Still waiting for that tier 3. Better mana potion. Gonna be much appreciated here. As Happy finally reaches tier 3. Picks up the orb. Didn't sell any of the rings, by the way. Which I'm kind of surprised by. DK. 10 armor is actually pretty nice. He's really tanky. If he's given frost armor, he's gonna go up to 13 armor. But I imagine it's rather gonna be the ghouls that will be getting targeted. Happy coming in for the attack. Doesn't have the third hero yet, but ready to pick up the Dark Ranger in a moment. He's got the gold now. TC joining. Big items still up for grabs. But Happy showing some restraint. Doesn't want to fight into a bad position. Doesn't want to fall behind. Is he still behind? Is it an even game? Tough to tell. If it's a lead, then it's not much of a lead. Lich this time, by the way, not stacked at all. And this is a crucial factor in this late game. The question of how well equipped the heroes are. Well, FoCuS going to take the red camp right here, and that's going to be level 2 for the TC. Big upgrade. Counter with the Quel'Thalas, by the way, which are okay for the Shadow, but certainly not the greatest. Big mana potion, there we go. Happy's bad item luck ends right there. Sort of accuracy. Gonna encourage Happy now to go more into Fiends, I would imagine. Of which we have 2 at the moment. Lich still at level 3. And now we're gonna have the first big fight breakout. TC so close to 3 again. He almost made it. But not quite. Lots of gold all of a sudden on Happy's side. Picks up the Invo Potion and a heal scroll. Double heal scroll now. On the undead. And FoCuS finds the opportunity for a Creepjack. Hex on the Dark Ranger. He's got 1 snare only. Using it on the Dark Ranger. Maybe an opportunity there to go for the statue as well. And the TC trying to find the big connection with the Stomp. Waiting out the first silence. Happy didn't get the best engagement there. And there's the Stomp. Farseer in trouble as well. Heal wave last second. Trying to get him out of trouble. The ring is helping him actually. Quite a bit. TP pulled, and with that the Farseer gets out. A couple of ghouls have fallen here, and we see FoCuS pulling away in supply. FoCuS seems to be in quite a good position now. But also, Lich gonna get level 3 right here. And DK4. Big level ups. But Happy's able to get right there. Coil Nova, Raider falls. Tome still on the ground. I know, chat. I'm also a bit triggered. He's still committed. That was the second one, I believe. DK hexed and targeted, but he's got so much armor. 11 armor. Without frost armor. Pretty much all the ghouls have, however, fallen. Whoop, Coil comes in last second. That was close to a chain lightning kill. Happy kiting as well as he can. Berserk activated. The Dark Ranger in the back. Trying to save herself. Statue falls. It's gonna would have been hilarious if she picks up the tome and then stuck there. Dies. Dies for the tome. That would have been a hero for Twitch chat. But yeah, FoCuS wins this fight. And is in a good position now. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Those boulders, man. Careful. for the red camp. But Happy knows perfectly well FoCuS will be trying to go for the red camp. Comes in for the flank for the creepjack. And the TC took so much damage already. This is really scary. Slam comes in. He waves on cooldown. But he gets the big item. Level 4 on the Farseer. Picks up the medallion. Always good. TC lands the money stomp. Happy kind of walked into that one. Now the DK is the next target. Ensnare finds him. But 14 armor right now. Not easy to bring down. The Hex comes in. The Dispel. After. DK just barely alive. TC also low HP but has the Invo Potion still. Shadowhunter, no Hex at the moment. Needs to wait a little bit longer. Of course, the Khadgas pipe. Wonderful. Wait a minute. Did you find the pipe here or at the other camp? I'm not sure. But of course, both red camps having gone to FoCuS puts him in a good position. He got good items. Happy now. Trying to play from long range. And again, the Lich only +8, not more. TC though. Oh my god. Holds on to the Invo Potion. Nerves of Steel on FoCuS. Ensnare connects. Could be a Fiend going down, but not quite yet. Mana and health seems to be low on all these heroes. Would love to see at least one armor upgrade on the Berserkers. Third attack upgrade finishing. Also good. But don't underestimate armor, man. Armor would be a big help. Happy going fully back into Fiends now. Interesting. Not trying to involve the Frenzy Ghouls that much anymore in the late game.
Forces are under attack.
FoCuS got good levels. 4, 3, 3. That's where he wants to be. Shadow close to 4, although that might not be too relevant. As Hex will be getting dispelled most likely. Coilnova on the radar takes the first one out right away. Second one also going to fall right after. The DK was ensnared, but this DK is too tanky. You can't kill him. Oh, and the skellies are ready. Skeleton overwhelming masses might be becoming a factor here once again. TC got some good stomps off. He's got 2 more stomps. Maybe even 3. Harry trying to split his heroes. DK and Lich separated. Oh, nice heat wave. Last second save. The Raider survives. Can perhaps get off another ensnare. One more coil flies in as well. But no more coils beyond this. Again, mana is low everywhere. Everyone was using their spells as much as they could. Kodo comes in. Almost devours. That was close. Second Kodo has found a snack from the Fiend. And there we go. That's another Devour. It's a very bloody exchange over here. Both players using lots of units. No heroes have fallen yet. And of course, in these long exchanges, the Shadowhunter. Oh no! Farseer goes down. And Happy takes the 2-0. Again, he finds the hero kill window. And gets the W there in the end. FoCuS again with a good early game. But then, in the end, Happy finds the opening he was looking for. And there also we could clearly see the downside of Farseer. As good as he is early, he's going to be very underwhelming late game. Because of his spells, primarily, which don't scale well at the late game. And also because he's squishy. Very squishy. To the Coilnova. As witnessed right there. I would love to see more Blade Master. The concern with Blade Master is if the Undead goes for Crypt Lord Expo, which is very, very, very tough to beat with a Blade. But if there's one Undead out there that normally you can rely on not playing Crypt Lord, it's Happy. Thank you, by the way, to Sean Wright. With 100 bits says, I may be misremembering, but wasn't Moon considered washed before coming back and winning WGL against Foggy? So there's a precedent of him getting back in shape. True. Moon has always been a bit inconsistent and has had peaks and valleys. And yeah, Moon always has a chance to come back. Thank you, Goel Viking, with a 2-month resub says, May Warcraft 3 esports never die. And Ach, kein Plan Digger with a 42 months. Thank you, thank you. All right. We got the invite for the third game, and our map will be Echo Isles. And I wonder if here we're going to see something different, perhaps. This is by far the best fast expansion map. Happy has thrown in a bit of Lich Fast Expo even against Orc on this map at times. But I think the last time he played it against Lin, he lost, if I recall correctly. Echo is also a great map for FoCuS Expo. Crucial game now for FoCuS. If he loses map 3, makes it a 0-3 score for himself. Finding a way out of this hole is almost impossible. Happy has still not shown any signs of slowing down. We haven't seen him in a slump once, or underperforming, I should say, once in this tournament series. Only a single map dropped so far against the best players in the world. Absolutely outrageous what Happy is pulling off here. Especially, of course, when we consider that this is all happening on NetEase, where Happy's having to contend with high ping. That doesn't seem to phase him. Coils. Let's see what we get here. It's a different build by Happy. Moving away from the Ghoul build. Interesting. Going back to good old standard Tet Fiends. And the reason for that, I imagine, is creeping. Because with the ghouls you can get level 2 pretty easily from the first 2 green camps. But beyond that, everything is basically impossible to creep if the opponent harasses you. With the exception of the greens. Maybe you could pull off the natural. But this can also be a bit of a tough creep. Oh, thank you, Tower Taker. With the raid. Hello, boys. Yeah, no Lich Fast expansion, a bit sad. Always interesting to see that unusual strategy being pulled off. Not here, though. So it is FoCuS Grunt opening into Tidehunters. And I think FoCuS will know right away upon seeing the Acolyte Scout. Normally Happy, when playing Ghoul build, never goes for the Acolyte Scout. And yeah, the Tet Fiend build was played for a long time against FoCuS Tidehunter. Before the Ghoul build was really developed and discovered by 120. And it is a tougher early game for Undead for sure, because you have very low impact early on. The ghouls are all in the main, you only have a DK and some skeletons, and it takes a long time until you get your fiends out, so there's no real opportunity to get ahead early on with this build. You want to try to get a bit of creeping in, but you should never get level 3 normally, and you should never get kills normally. And so the Orc definitely has an easier time worrying about the early game here against the Undead. Ring for Happy, ring for the FoCuS. We've been seeing lots and lots of rings today. Good scouting by FoCuS. Knew where the DK was going, knew he was trying to get to the safe level 2. Very passive. Very safe creeping by Happy. FoCuS trying to take the opportunity here and creep a somewhat contested camp, somewhat greedy camp perhaps, in the middle. But he's safe to do this because of good scouting. Again, I'm liking what FoCuS is showing here. And he would absolutely love to get a fast level 3 FoCuS, especially against a Fiend build. Fast level 3 FoCuS with a level 2 Wolves. Very strong indeed.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sentry wards. Oh, also. Very, very helpful. I hope he's not going to go FoCuS, Shadowhunter this time. Against Fiend build, where you don't have to be very capable on tier 2. I think a TC second would be much, much better. Alright, FoCuS finds the creep jack. Hoping for an ensnare on the fiend, maybe. But no, no ensnare there. Happy gonna try to get the last hit. Oh, but the chain lightning gets it. Happy couldn't calculate there perfectly with the ping and all. It's a big last hit. That's a huge last hit. Foxy with that, almost level 3. And whoa! Peasant with a huge donation. $100. Wait, euros I mean, whatever. Says ready to work. Dude, thank you. That's very, very generous of you. And it's those kinds of contributions that make this all possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you can see, without ghouls out early, the options for undead are just very limited. And it is pretty natural to fall behind a bit in the early game. Pit Lord? What? What? Is this a night end stream? Like, what? So, that means no Dark Ranger.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wait, also no tech yet. He's not playing tier 2 goddamn Unholy Frenzy, is he? No. That would be crazy. Right? Right? But 4 ghouls, which is unusual. Normally you only need 3 ghouls. Farst, you're doing a good job. He got the level 3, and now with the wolves, he's very strong in little pokes and prods and the harass right here. Buying time for a second here. It is the Shadowhunter, actually. Okay. And perhaps the purpose of this is securing the marketplace. Very important camp on the map. And you want to be strong on tier 2 if you want to secure this one. And with the Hex, this is what might be achieved here. Oh, the DK has to TP out. And FoCuS again. Prevailing. Holding position. And FoCuS again in a good spot. FoCuS has had the lead. At times, at every one of these maps. Maybe this time he can convert. Oh wait, the item is still up for grabs. Everything is super hurt here as well. Happy's not giving up the middle just yet. A lot of mana potions, got a few more coils. Pit Lord is taking a good chunk of damage. Only 2 fiends. Double slaughterhouse. This is like, what is this? What is this? Pit Lord and A-bombs? Oh, 1 fiend goes down. FoCuS now with a big lead. If he gets a second fiend as well, this is going to be a monumental lead indeed. Happy tried for the deny, but this game is not coming together for Happy. Not at all. Get 1 more Hex. FoCuS trying to go for the glory. Oh, and Snare coming in soon, but not soon enough.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy has been battered and bruised here on map 2. I think despite the fact that this map is not very good for ghoul build, I think the ghoul build might still be better, honestly. Big mana pot for the Shadow, TC coming 3rd, Berserker upgrade. FoCuS wants to find fight. Oh, thinking about us around, but Happy still barely has any forces.
A player's forces are under attack.
Very good dominant play by FoCuS. He's not giving anything for free to Happy. He found some kills. Disease Cloud upgrade is coming. Of course, Kodo Beast can work as a good counter here, and the first Kodo is already on the way. If Happy wins this, this would be ridiculous. Like, there should normally never be a way back from this deficit. We don't even have a Lich. It's just DK and Pitlord. Pitlord who hasn't looked too crazy yet, I would say. Two destroyers up in the air. The big item still up for grabs. Happy is a bit tentative here with engaging. And the TC arrives. The Stomp is ready. Quite a few Berserkers ready to fire away. Wolf's getting dispelled. Happy, patient. Oh, but he catches the statue. No, he doesn't! With the Destroyer Morph, he dodges the Ensnare, but level 3 on the Shadowhunter. And there's no Nova here that has to be worried about, or Silence. It's just Cleave from the Pitlord. First A-Bomb comes in, but the Kodo has its snack ready. Ensnare, Yumpsh. Kodo gets its Devour. Damage on Happy seems extremely low. Yeah. Didn't have enough ghouls, didn't have a Lich, didn't have Nova. And Happy's gonna have to tap out, finally dropping another map. FoCuS picks up map 3. Echo Isles is a map that Happy rarely plays. In fact, mostly vetoes. But here, there was no veto. And yeah. A bit of a failed experiment by Happy. Map 3 here looking way different. And I imagine this will be the only Tet Fiend opening. So FoCuS gets on the board. Very important. If he wins the next map as well, he's going to be in a good position to win this series. Best of 7, of course. And we haven't had many long series here so far. It was only once a 4-3 on Playday 7. Yesterday. Between FoCuS and Chimiko. Alright, map number 4. The invites are out, and we are jumping into it momentarily. Map here will be in Northern Tidehunters. And for this one, we should assume a return to normality. DK Ghouls and probably also a FoCuS. Creeping here with the Blade Master isn't exactly the best. It's not so easy to snipe the claws, and there's slow creeps and stuff. It's all not so very convenient. So most of the time here we also see the FoCuS. For Autumn Leaves, I'm still counting on a Blade, but that will have to be a map for later. So, we're about to go in. I think. Yes. Happy in the top left in the blue. FoCuS bottom right in the red. And we do see a return to the Ghoul build. In case you guys wonder how that is revealed. If it's a Crypt first and an Altar, like this, then it's a Ghoul build. And if it's Altar and a Ziggurat first, then it's a Tet Fiend build. Thank you, Nordmu, with the first time sub. Welcome. Wait. Wait, what? No War Mill? So it's going to be a super fast tech here with the FoCuS. It's going to be a big tier 2 advantage, but FoCuS is going to skip on units early, try to get that fast tech, and then a FoCuS harass. Okay, I see. DK ghouls, here we go. I'm still not sure what the best creep route is for Undead on this map. So normally, you like to creep level the turtle here because it's easy to do and good experience, and it takes it away from the FoCuS as well. But when you do, normally you always get harassed. So maybe this camp might be the best. This camp first, FoCuS can't harass. Take this one for safe level 2. Because the FoCuS, of course, is coming across right away. And Happy's going for the natural creep first. And FoCuS having to guess. Where's the opponent? Because he didn't have a scout out. But he's gonna find it out real quick. Oh, big glass. If FoCuS can steal that, that would be huge. No. Not this time. Happy starts with the circlet. This is the beginning he was much more hoping for rather than a ring. FoCuS putting on some damage against the DK, but Happy's just creeping this camp. Doesn't want to get distracted. And the wolves in the main, I guess they are trying to distract him. Some damage from the acolytes, but they are being juggled and being saved. Oil used, last creep goes to Happy, but it's not quite enough for level 2 yet. Oh, Happy's tech is going to be far behind, isn't it? Starting now, and yeah, the Orc tech well on its way to tier 2. Like a 1 minute 30 lead, maybe more. But Happy is continuing to creep. Doesn't want to get slowed down by this FoCuS too much. Big last hit. Happy picks it up. That's level 2, that's the aura, and that changes a lot. The ghouls all of a sudden safer by retreating faster. And also a bigger threat because now they can surround way more easily. Especially those headhunters. FoCuS has to be quick with pulling them back, and so far he is. He won't have many of the headhunters available soon for creeping because of the build that he played. So you really want to make sure that you don't lose them too easily. Shadowhunter second again. FoCuS still sticking around. He got a bit of experience. Oh. I wonder what that was. Was that just skellies? I'm not exactly sure. Claws of attack here, by the way. Wonderful find. So the Lich is going to be certainly more threatening than he was on Amazonia. Wait, he only made 2 headhunters?
A player's forces are under attack.
Huh. FoCuS still sticking around, trying to slow down Happy's creeping as much as he can, and maybe catch him in a nasty creep jack. Here comes the Shadow. Oh, with a DK low HP, this could be a bit scary for Happy very soon. But Happy gonna pull back, not expose himself too much. I think he knows that Shadowhunter timing is right around the corner.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, the Skelly's putting damage on the Murloc, trying to seal it with a coil. Oh! Prevented with the Hex. Nicely done. That was just a split second. The arm was already in the air. And this is, of course, what the Shadowhunter is very good for. This mid-game tempo potential. However, that means that the TC is going to have a much tougher time leveling as this game progresses, so we'll see how that goes. FoCuS with double level 1 heroes definitely needs to start catching up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lich coming for Happy, Slaughterhouse of course. And with the Hex, should be an easy kill on the Overseer here in the end. One Happy engaging without a second hero yet. FoCuS could just use some hexes here, pick up some ghouls maybe. But he's focusing quite a bit on this DK so far this game. Oh, surround is closed. It's a lot of damage on the FoCuS. DK running out of range. Oh, and he gets the kill!
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. Could have pulled the TP, but decided not to. Lich joins as well. The Shadowhunter all of a sudden in big trouble if he falls here. That would be huge kills. Second Nova ready soon. Needs to use the Hex. Does do that. Trying to get away. Kodobeast has eaten. Might be getting surrounded. It's a little critter zoo over here. The frog and the skink having a party. Of course, only level 1 hero. Doesn't take long to be revived, but it also means that the TC is blocked behind him. One more Hex gonna be ready very soon, and I think also Ensnares, right? Oh! Hex on the Ghoul. Tidehunters saved. And can find the return kill, maybe. Yeah. Happy holds onto the coil. And this Shadowrun Hex, honestly, has been working out rather well.
A player's forces are under attack.
TC, though, has to be delayed a bit. There we go. Now we got him coming. And Happy, so far not transitioning into Fiends yet. Just going pure Frenzy Ghoul madness for the time being. Pendant of Energy here for him, of course. A great item. Big consumable item here from the Murgol Marauder. Oh, he's going on a little goose chase here, but he is going to get it in the end. And level 2. Ankh. Actually, not bad. Can be very crucial in being able to save your heroes. So the Lich getting level 2, the Dark Ranger joins. And FoCuS doesn't have an invul potion. The TC won't be able to pull an invul in here. That could be a bit worrying. Also, especially considering there's no rings or heal wave level 2. Here comes the silence on 2 heroes at the same time. Speed scroll popped at the perfect moment though. Nicely done. FoCuS saves the second hero with the speed scroll. Was desperately needed. There's one more heal salve, trying to heal up now. That speed scroll is gone. Happy can now reliably know that he's going to be faster than the opponent's army because the TC hasn't leveled yet. Level's still pretty low across the whole board. That's it. Goes to Happy. Item towards the TC. Ring plus 4 is actually really good. But one Raider goes down. We still have lots of ghouls in the mix right here. TC was forced out of the fight. Now we have the first Wyvern joining in. Perhaps a little bit late. Kodobeast in the meantime does get taken out. Happy with heroes. Still very active. Coil Nova executes the TC, but just for the first time. Oh my god, the Foster's taking so much damage. These right clicks again, starting to hurt quite a bit. Stomp is ready. But Happy's looking for more kills. He's got 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 coils still left in his quiver. Using it defensively, saving Ghoul at least for a little while. And starting to turn into a very scrappy brawl once again. Aggressive coil against the Wyvern takes that one out. Level 2 for the Dark Ranger. One Destroyer is going to fall. Thanks to the Ensnare and target. Oh, but the Farseer again, Coil Nova! And the hero falls. Happy finds these hero kills time and time again. Not necessarily something that he always looks towards, but here he sees the openings. and forces FoCuS into the GG. Happy starts looking very differently again with his ghoul build. Well, I guess it was 1-0 who came up with this ghoul build, but Happy has also been playing it very, very nicely. And FoCuS down now, 1-3. And Happy's almost perfect run continuing so far. Happy on match point. He's going to have 3 chances to convert. But it's not over yet. FoCuS still has the opportunity here to start bringing it back. I would love to see the Blade Master. I believe that is the better choice for orcs nowadays. Like I said, on Autumn Leaves, it's very good. We also have Concealed still in the pool. And Northern Isles, right? On Northern Isles, it's a bit sketchy. Because if you just go into a creeping game with a blade, the undead would be creeping much faster than you. But on Autumn Leaves, I think it must be the Blade Master. Alright, there we go. I was wondering where the invite was. There we are. We're loading in. Are we ending our day early here? If Happy gets a 4-1, that's going to be us. That's going to be it for us today for the Doubi Cup. Or can we bring it into a longer series? Like I said earlier, both players have been undefeated until today. FoCuS now very close to being down on the mat, or on the ropes, if you will. Thank you, by the way, Run Yu with the first time sub, welcome. Dr. Jones with the 15 euros says, lots of great content lately, thanks y'all. And Slackhor with the 17 months. Thank you very much. Alright. Map 4. No, map 5. Autumn Leaves. It is time for the old classic. What do you say, boys? What do you say? Blade Master. I want to see it. Blade Master very strong here. Easy level 3 creep route. Natural. Circlet pickup. Lots of opportunities to stack up the blade on this map. Happy is going with the ghoul build. Again. Early barracks. Doesn't mean necessarily blade and grunts, but could mean. Never mind. It is the grunt into Headhunter opening with a FoCuS. Still no Blade Master by FoCuS. And I gotta say, I'm starting to feel like this is looking to be to his detriment. Being so predictable with FoCuS only and always handing the late game advantage to Undead by not going Blade Master. To borrow. Fast Headhunters will be able to creep quite quickly once a couple of them are out. But normally, of course, you want to be aggressive. Slow down the DK. Force him to spend mana early so that the tier 2 pressure can be dealt with more easily. Acolyte pull, slowing down the creeping by a bit. Not by that much.
Players' forces are under attack.
Only creeping with 2 ghouls here at the first camp. I kind of like that. That means lots of lumber income is still being generated. And tier 2 then should be starting soon. For both our players here. FoCuS heading south. I think that's the right play. He knows Happy ideally would like to go for this camp as the second. And here, interference will be had.
A player's forces are under attack.
Farseer picks up level 2 in the meantime. Happy's going to do the same. And the tech is indeed very comparable. Just a smidge faster for the orc. Happy on the outskirts of the map, clearly wants to avoid his opponent and creep up freely in the meantime. Big consumable here for him, and getting closer to level 3. Farseer, double circlet, that's nice. Looking for the opponent, would love to find him in a creep jack, but not the case. Oh, but he can get a ghoul. Can he? Yes. Picks off one. There's a second. Farseer almost level 3. Acolyte kill here would be huge. FoCuS heading into the main base to try to find some damage. Can certainly take out a ghoul if he wants to. There it is. And that's level 3. Wolf slow on cooldown for a little bit. Farseer. Oh, almost getting surrounded. Ghouls didn't quite get in front there quick enough, I should say. And that's another ghoul killed? Oh no. Call comes in last second, so wait, did one die here? Yeah, right? So 3 ghouls going down. Great attack for FoCuS. Cost him the TP, but whatever. He used it for a good purpose. Oh, and Happy has no lumber. Oh my goodness, look at that. 68 lumber only. Happy's tech is going to be insanely slow. Happy's relying on getting level 3, having good mana, and then fighting back with Coil Nova Harass, I guess. Thank you, Steveok. 250 bits says, cheer on. Support BTW BitTrain. Thank you very much. Happy finds the orc army, but no lich here to complement the DK with a Nova.
A player's forces are under attack.
Stars and Stripes with the 250 bits as well. Thank you. We got a lot of experience on this Farseer, man. He's gonna get level 4 very quick this game, which is actually very nice to have against the first ghoul fight. Odin with a 250 as well. Says, I'm doing my part. If that was a Starship Troopers reference, buddy, then we appreciate that even more. Lich now joining. Picks up a heal potion as well. Wants to give that over to the DK and stick around a bit longer. Good scouting by Happy. Always knows where the opponent is moving. But also the Wolves. Keeping track of the DK. Both players here are doing this quite well. Oh, Hex on the Death Knight, but the potion was used first. FoCuS kind of protecting the rest of the gang. Taking a bit of damage, but with the cloak, he's fine. Big lasted here from the Sasquatch. Happy could try to commit to it, but isn't really. Alright, FoCuS gonna pick up the item. And I gotta say, this Shadowhunter second is working a lot better in dealing with his Kolnova harass. One grunt goes down, but Happy really didn't achieve too much here. Good job by FoCuS. He held his ground and got level 4 FoCuS so fast. Thank you, Platin89 with a 45-month resub. Says, say hi to my girlfriend Kata, the catapult, the catastrophe, the cataclysm. Alright. Hello, hello. And Stevok with another 100 bits. Bugs have brains. I'm disgusted at the thought. Thank you. That is plus 12 intelligence on the FoCuS. That should be quite a bit of wolves, eh? And chain lightning. Tier 3 now about to kick in for Happy. Frenzy Ghoul upgrade. Not quite finished yet, though. What about the TC? Where is he? Started now. Dark Ranger joining momentarily. Actually, there's not enough gold for Happy. Hex on the first ghoul. That one might be an easy kill as well. Coldo. Saving for now. Nice setup by FoCuS right here. Wolves in the front line to cover the Headhunters, which are not Berserkers yet, by the way, but about to be.
A player's forces are under attack.
James Lewin with 15-month resub says, thanks for all you do. Thank you, my man. Kolnova, Raider goes down. Trade for one ghoul for now. Speed scroll pop, trying to reposition, kiting backwards with the Berserkers. FoCuS would love to have his TC involved already. Gets to the shop, buys nothing quite yet. Seems like both players are a bit hesitant to fully commit in, but Happy's always looking for the nukes. Kolnova again connects, finds the kill. Now we got the first destroyer being morphed. Hex all of a sudden a lot less dangerous. So we had 2 ghouls going down for 2 Berserkers. Kind of an even exchange.
A player's forces are under attack.
It would seem like FoCuS' mana is looking a bit better. The kill right here. Happy gets the experience and the last hit. Healthstone, very good. PC taking a good amount of damage here. Speed scroll has to be used. That was the second one and the last one in this skirmish. Oh, Chain Lightning steals that experience. Happy always very careful with his ghouls. Getting them into the fight when the damage is needed, but never overextending with them and losing them easily. Happy's investing a lot of mana to ensure these last hits and there get a little bit closer to the more level ups, but they're still far away from 3. Dark Ranger level 2 is close. But also the DK's level 4, not too soon achieved. And Happy's always creeping right on the edges of the Orc army. Looking for another creep jack. Hits the coil. No Nova yet, but probably gonna follow up soon. We get a silence of the TC, he's got an Immo Potion. Not breaking through it quite yet. Now he is. Heal scroll on the ghouls. Stomp connects, hitting almost all of them. And Happy's out of mana already. This might be a bad fight for FoCuS at all. But now level 2 Dark Ranger. And now a new factor comes into play, which is the skeletons. TC gets level 2, gets the aura now. The Destroyer dies here. Happy a bit too slow there with the pullback. Supply-wise, FoCuS has the lead. And looking good for the Orc here, if you ask me. A few more Berserkers are going down, but the mana far, far, far in favor of FoCuS. With FoCuS absolutely rocking out of control. Close to level 5 now.
Players' forces are under attack.
And Happy lost a lot of units here. It's basically only got the heroes left to rely on. FoCuS trying to go to the red camp. Happy not scouting for it yet. Might not even want to contest against it. Just creeping right now as much as it can. Of course, we always have to remember, the longer the game goes, the better it gets for the undead, because the FoCuS will fall off. The FoCuS is going to get a level 5 here, right? Wow. That's one of the fastest level 5 FoCuS I've ever seen. But if Happy gets to 4-3-3 levels, he also will grow a lot stronger. All the remaining camps on the map now in the top left, so this is where both players must contest. And here come the Invis Wolves. I'm not sure if it's a full wall off for the Acolytes. Maybe there's a spot here. Oh, there's certainly a spot here. And it's going to be a lot of economic damage being done to Happy. We're starting to transition into a few fiends. Well, one, to be precise. Happy's army is still laughable. Is there a tiny? No, no tiny. FoCuS is close to having the resources, though, as Happy is creeping the red camp. He was revealed by the crystal ball. FoCuS is not rushing over, though. I feel like FoCuS missed a bit of an opportunity. I think after the red camp here, he should have gone over to the next red camp right away with the lead that he had. Of course, fairly easy for us to say. We clearly could see how far ahead he was. For himself, it's a bit harder to judge, I guess. Acolyte number 6. Ah, Shade. Huge item for Happy. Ancient Django. Absolutely wonderful. And now he's got the levels. Now he's got 4-3-3. Even if the army is inferior, these heroes could absolutely take over in the late game. FoCuS got 5-3-3. But unfortunately, only a FoCuS for him. Agitome being given to the Dark Ranger. Happy pays attention to the min-maxing needs. Both players going into upkeep, and now the question is, what are we going to contest next? Because there's no more creeps on the map. There's no expansion. Oh wow, Berserkers, by the way, 3-1 upgraded. That is amazing. The Orcs will have, with his FoCuS playstyle, the weaker heroes in the end, but they're way better at upgrading. Especially if there's ghouls involved, because the ghouls and destroyers don't share the same upgrades. But the fiends and destroyers do. But Happy's got 0 upgrades at the moment. Destroyer morph. Big timing by Happy. He can morph one more destroyer with a bit more lumber. How quick a FoCuS's reaction is going to be. Happy has the advantage here, knowing when the fight is happening. And that's right now. Koinoa first Raider taken out right away. Invo Potion breaks through the silence and hits the backline, kind of. One illusion on Happy, also super strong. These illusions taking up so much damage, even at Chain Lightning. Illusions getting removed one by one. Oh my god, so much damage on both sides. The Berserker DPS also kicking in hard. 49 max damage on these bad boys. DK dropping sort of low HP, but he's got the Health Stone. Perfect item for this kind of situation. And Happy's cleaning up the backline. So much DPS on both. Lich is getting stunned but not getting killed. Invo Potion still available. Happy pulls it to be safe. Both players losing basically their entire army. Berserkers almost all taken up, but destroyers are still in the air. The wolves don't do much against these. Lich gets level 4. Now he can also use Dark Ritual to make matters even harder. But Happy doesn't have much army left himself. Mana is now crucial as a resource. Happy has a bit more mana, but FoCuS is next to the shop. Very even exchange here so far, it would seem. DK getting hexed and has to TP out. If there was a stomp, that could have been the kill. The Lich, speaking of kill, almost getting eliminated, but barely. He gets out. Looking at the supply here in the end, Happy comes out on top. But, dude, these 3-2 Berserkers. I love that FoCuS was able to get in so many upgrades. He may not have gotten all the camps on the map with the lead that he had. But he did manage to squeeze in a ton of upgrades. And yeah, this is very strong right here, these Berserkers. No Dark Ritual, interestingly. But rather Frost Armor. I wonder if that's intentional or maybe a small mistake. Shades up in the north, trailing the Orc army. Wants to know especially if something as greedy as a tiny Great Hall will be happening, but that's not the case. We still have no creeps, of course, on the map. Maybe happy to just build a ziggurat here to wall off the gold mine. Alright, we're back at 50 supply for both. But Happy's so far down in upgrades. The army is in favor of FoCuS. The heroes are in favor of Happy. DC getting closer to 4. DK level 5. That would be the next huge level up. The calm before the storm. Both players don't want to throw this game away. They're positioning very passively. Happy again has a lot of destroyers. I think he should definitely get some armor upgrades here, shouldn't he? Attack upgrade first, though. This game here, certainly our closest so far. It's still very hard to tell who's going to take it.
The town is under Slayer's forces are under attack.
Bulls harassing a bit again, but not quite able to find a kill here. How much gold mining was lost? 600 gold? Okay. That's a good amount. Oh. Did Happy see the towers here is the question. Yes, he did. Towers have to be cancelled. And 2 peons go down. A bit more experience here. This experience bar has to be kept in mind at all times. And we got a tiny. Alright, here it is. FoCuS places the tiny. Happy sees it right away. And it's going to be ready for an assault momentarily. Big timing by Happy. More destroyers. Couple of fiends. Alright, FoCuS. Was that too greedy? Down by 15 supply. Now getting up to 55 himself. But if he holds the next attack, he wins this game. Alright, this is it. Happy has to go all in. Gonna be destroying, gonna be morphing destroyers. Wolves again harassing. That means they might not be in the fight, we'll see. A lot of destroyers here. Could be 6 destroyers up in the air. Happy up at 73 supply. And FoCuS on in a good position. The first raider gets caught right away. The TC can't land the stomp instantly. Getting silenced as well. Doesn't have any more potion. Can't break through it. Dark Ranger hits the level 4. Heal scroll being used by Happy right away. He's getting more kills. Almost level 5. Shadowhunter needs to be careful. Shadowhunter way too far forward. No speed scroll at all for FoCuS to reposition. Oh, and he gets caught with his pants down in this fight. FoCuS in a alright spot this game, but perhaps the expansion too greedy and then getting caught off guard by the nighttime attack, the nighttime ambush. TC finally gets level 4, but I think we see where this is going. Or can the Berserker DPS still do this? Happy? Actually, having to fall back now. Chain Lightning comes in again. Big damage from the thunder attacks. Berserker numbers are dwindling though, and of course the Skellies are being raised at the same time. The Berserkers are quite sturdy with the 2 armor upgrades, but perhaps not sturdy enough. The TC almost finds himself in a surround. He gets out, but doesn't have mana anymore. The expansion completely laid bare. As Happy's main base is about to expire. Still chasing after the TC. He's got one more Nova in a few seconds. This might be enough for the kill. This should be enough for the kill, I imagine. Nova is here, ready for the kill, executed. And without the TC, there's certainly no chance of defending the expansion. Can FoCuS stabilize on one base?
A player's forces are under attack.
FoCuS almost level 6. Chain Lightning level 3 could help. But will it help enough? It's kind of doubtful. Good Berserker backline still available here, and it is indeed level 6 FoCuS now. FoCuS is not giving up the expansion. And the thing is, Happy doesn't have too much mana left. But also without Hex, without TC, the FoCuS fire potential, the hero potential is so low. Level 5 now on the ledge, this is super scary. The FoCuS has to be careful. Invoke Potion at the ready, needs to use it soon. Happy chasing after for the kill. And he gets him! I think FoCuS knew there was no saving that one, even with the Invoke Potion. And that is GG in the end. We got a very close game there on map number 5, but as so often, it will be Happy who prevails in the end. FoCuS putting up a decent fight, but Happy again. Not beatable. Even by all the agents, even on Netties, Happy remains at the top of the bracket. This is the fifth win in a row. Only 2 maps dropped in total so far. Happy's dominance continues.